So, in 1986, I was going to Job Corps. I went to Fort Simcoe Job Corps up by Yakima. It was on the Yakima Indian reservation. It was ran by Indians. But anyways, occasionally, since I was only about 4.5 hours from home, my dad would come up and get me and take me home for a weekend, and I'd screw around. Well, my weekend was coming to an end, and my dad was going to drive me back to Job Corps. And we're going down I-80 there in Oregon. And it started. The bubbling, the gurgling. And I told my dad, I says, hey, I need to find a bathroom. He says, well, Bonneville Dam's only about 15 miles away. I said, well, I might need something before that. Well, about 10 miles into our 15-mile journey to Bonneville Dam, that's when the pressure hit. And you know that feeling. It's like, you're bubbling and gurgling and you're starting to clench your ass cheeks a little bit. Well, no, I had to squeeze my ass cheeks together fucking hard because I knew that this was going to be an explosive diarrhea moment. So I tell my dad, you better put this fucking thing to the floor because I got a fucking shit and you better get me there now. Well, my dad, he's fed up on the highway. We get to the Bonneville Dam exit. And at this point, I am holding my ass cheeks together with a pair of vice grips. Because, man, let me tell you what, it was horrifyingly hard to keep it in. I told my dad, I says, Dad, you need to drive me right straight to the fucking front door and I need to get out and I need to fucking run. I said, I'm gonna shit my pants. He pulls up in front of the door there, and of course it took me a minute to get out because every time I moved, my ass cheeks wanted to come apart. And that just wasn't gonna happen right there. So I pinched it together really hard and I decided I was gonna make a run for it. Well, I took off and I asked the lady, where's the bathroom? She pointed me down the hall. It's like, oh my God, I gotta walk down to the other end of the fucking building. This ain't gonna be good. Well, at the time, I was wearing Job Corps pants and a Job Corps belt, which basically consisted of a piece of fabric about this long, and you got to slide it through, pull up the thing, pull it tight, push it down and lock it. Well, I made it all the way into the bathroom. I made it into a stall. I went to go and lock the door, but I couldn't take my hands off my ass cheeks because I couldn't even get my pants down at the moment. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm pinching and squeezing. Okay, I can get to the toilet. So I turn around and I grabbed a hold of my belt buckle and that motherfucker would not come apart. I yanked and grabbed and pulled and sweared. And it was about that time that my poor little asshole said, nope, here it is. Oh my God. The feeling, most people as an adult, they will shit their pants occasionally. It happens. I understand that. So y'all know the feeling that you get when the little bit starts sipping out and you can feel it in between your butt cheeks. You're struggling with this fucking belt buckle, and it wouldn't let, it just kept coming and coming and coming. Finally, I get my fucking belt loose. I pulled my pants down and the fucking shit ran down the back of my fucking legs. And so I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna sit down and finish. Man, I get my pants down and I sit down and fuck me running. These were toilets that actually had a fucking solid lid. At this fucking point, I didn't know that the fucking toilet seat was down. I sat down and the shit literally exploded in four different directions. It came out this side, my right side, came out on the left side. It came out it ran up how the fuck did I manage to get shit up on my fucking neck? I have no clue. But as I sat down, the toilet seat is down and covered with shit because I'd done shit all over it, and I sat down and it just fucking splattered. I mean, it went up the fucking walls on the side. It went down on the fucking side. It was everywhere. It was all over the back wall. And I wasn't done shitting yet. So I stand up, flip the fucking lid up, sat down and finished doing my duty. It actually was a nice pressure relief. I got the rest of it out, but about 3/4 of it was on the walls, in my pants, down my legs, up my fucking back. It was all over the fucking toilet. It was down I even got shit in the guy's stall that was next to me. And thank God he didn't even say a word.
There was somebody in the stall next to you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And let me tell you, man, there was shit all over that goddamn bath. It looked like somebody just painted the walls with speckled brown. It was fucking everywhere, man. But the biggest problem was, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I can't yell for my dad. I can't yell for somebody to go get my dad because I just shit all over this fucking bathroom. So I started ripping out toilet paper and ass hats. I'd flushed the toilet like 4 times and there was still shit in it. I must have shit out 5 gallons of shit. Cause it was the worst part was it was all over my fucking nutsack. It was up my fucking back. It was down my fucking legs. And when it was like a fucking slip and slide. So finally, after about a half hour of me trying to clean my fucking ass up, my dad comes in and says, "Kevin, are you okay there?" It's like, "No."
No.
"Well, what's wrong?" I said, "Come here for a minute." My dad comes up there and I open up the door and he went, "Oh my God, what the hell?" I said, "God damn it, shut the fuck up, Dad. Jesus." I said, "Will you go out to the fucking car and get my towel, get me a fucking pair of pants, get me a fucking pair of underwear, get me a fucking shirt, get me a fucking shower, get me something. Please, go get me clothes." So I am standing in this fucking stall completely stark ass naked. And fucking shit ran down into my socks, my fucking shoes. I mean, it was everywhere. And so finally, about 10 minutes later, my dad comes back. He says, "Kevin," oh God, shut the fuck up. Just come to the goddamn stall. So he comes to the stall and he went to hand me my stuff and I had shit all over my fucking hands. I was like, what do I do? So I flushed the toilet again, just stick my hands down there, fucking wash my hands. I says, "Dad," I says, "is there anybody else in here?" "Well, I don't think there is." I said, "Good, get the fuck out of my way." I come out totally stark ass fucking naked. I moved down like 3 fucking stalls into like the handicap stall so I could sit and try to finish cleaning my nasty ass up. Because I looked like shit, I smelled like shit, there was shit everywhere. Anyways, I finally get my ass cleaned up the best I can. I get my fucking clothes on. I go out. I told my dad, I said, we need to fucking leave now. Why? Dad, did you look at that? He says, yeah, I did. Maybe we should leave. I said, get the fuck out of here. So we get out of there, and literally my dad had to drive with the window down because I still smelled like shit. So we get up at this viewpoint that we always stop at, and on the other side is this fucking river. I told Dad, I said, I'm gonna take me fucking towel and a washcloth. I said, I'm gonna come down. Hey, can you wash my fucking back? Yeah, he says I can. So we get down there, I strip ass naked. Dad's like, he says, how'd you manage to get it in your hairline? I said, oh fuck. So I'm out there, I'm fucking scrubbing and trying to clean my ass up. That water is like 45 degrees below zero. My nutsacks, they were gone. I don't even know where the fuck they went. I think they went to like Mexico to warm up. So anyways, my dad, we get all cleaned up, you know, and he gets me back to Job Corps, and it's like, what in the fuck am I gonna do with these goddamn shitty clothes? So I told Dad, I said, man, can you give me $20 so I can do my fucking laundry? Yeah. He gave me $20. Well, the laundry was free, so I went over and bought a carton of cigarettes. I came back and went in and took a shower, got all cleaned up, and oh man, I tell you, that was the worst shit your pants thing that you could ever have happen. I feel sorry for that poor motherfucker that had to go in and clean that. I bet you they had to call in like hazmat, you know, and pressure wash this fucking shit. And it stunk. Oh my God. It was that brownish, puke colored shit, you know, where it wasn't really runny, but it wasn't really hard. It was like, okay, a little runny. It had to be, because when I sat down, fucking shit shot out of everywhere. I thank God Bonneville Dam had more than one fucking bathroom stall.
Yeah.
There's like 10 in there. I think I used like 6 of them. But, so that is my epic shit your fucking pants. Now I've got another one I want to tell. Yeah.